Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you day 30 of my Baldur's Gate 3 Durge Resist playthrough. Now, actually going to click off of that for a sec. So, several things have happened recently. Firstly, this is my second time attempting to stream this day of the playthrough, because yesterday I was having a host of internet problems to the point that it dropped out like 7 times in 45 minutes. So I decided we're just gonna jump it back to the start of that stream and get it all out in one. Now, because of that, we also need to touch upon the fact that last stream, the last actual one, ended early. Again, because of tech issues, where normally I'll have a USB blip and it'll shut off my USBs for a second. They'll come back. I need to reset my camera, but other than that, no issue. What happened last time was it all went off for a second, my screens as well. The recording software, Streamlabs, the display was frozen. I learned a little bit on that it was actually working on my display window, but the capture that I was seeing was frozen. The game, the camera, everything. So I couldn't really see how things were going. And the game itself, when it was not in focus, I could see what was happening. But as soon as I clicked on the actual game, black screen. Click off, everything visible. Click on, black screen. So couldn't really continue playing last week. And then yesterday I had internet, so we're finally here for the actual stream. But,
Well, I do.
let's speak
All I
to these
want
ones.
is a clean, warm room. Is that too much to ask for?
I hope you have better luck than us finding a room. Pickings are slim.
Time to press
So,
ahead.
it may seem like I'm rushing through this first bit, but that is purely because I know a better way of doing it than what I did in the last stream.
And all-round pleasant folks, from what I...
Clear up the little bit on the map there. What happens if we speak to this thing again?
I want to have a word.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Where's the family? Same thing. Dermot said, do you know how to fix this malfunctioning engine?
The Steelwatch Foundry is off limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
Actually, no, it can't. So I'm gonna need...
Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Okay, but
Yeah.
what if...
Tell me something I
upgrade?
don't know. Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
can you tell us about Gortash? I didn't actually do this dialogue
Anything
last time.
spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the Edict of Bane. See you around, soldier.
Interesting. Did not know that dialogue was there. Yep. Where are you trying to go?
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do.
Worms Crossing.
Means we're getting a real room.
This place has been a haven.
Yeah. I didn't actually
Less than
look
welcome in
in
the city
here
proper.
because I thought this was
Seems hard to imagine your efforts
kind
haven't
of
always
the
been
main
appreciated.
quest.
So many victims for
This was the
Cazador.
Harper one,
Hear
wasn't
me.
it?
They're the kind of people no one would
Rest
ever
correct.
miss.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mate to Temple a wide berth. Rude buggers.
You look
Certainly
somewhat
not bringing my
pirate-like.
trade there again.
To be fair, the High Priest just died. The priests were meant to be polite.
So did I. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute.
What's your trade?
Let me show you.
Greater healing potions, necrotic resistance, invisibility. Not bad. Not that I have anything to trade, but one thing I need to check is, I mean, if it was unique, I would have sent it to camp. I think I
Pleasure doing
accidentally got rid of
business.
the murder weapon.
Frago's Flophouse. Enter as strangers, leave as friends. No vacancies at this time.
Maybe even are.
Here, indefinite, 10-day hence. Fion, Goldrin, 1 month, 10-day late. Grishka, unsure, 5 nights hence. Rosanna, short as bloody possible, 2 nights hence.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it.
Adventures mean nothing here, no respect. Once you let you in, sounds like someone forgot the paperwork.
You're damn right. I can't believe they wouldn't let us in. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Interesting. So I actually started the last one by going into there, not realizing that was Sheresa's, and it went up and around.
Not long before we leave Scouring.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
And pray none of them has sticky
So
fingers.
that's the stairs up, so it said we'll go around this way.
Sleeping in the gutter, and that
Anything behind the clubhouse issues, eh?
I think the master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep.
Maybe
Even
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else.
You have the
Greetings,
same
so
sword
forth,
as Grishka.
so on.
Did you think it
The
was?
landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
The ceremony.
we have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
Bloomin'
Maybe
hell,
we
you
shouldn't be
look
able to hear what's
famished.
happening on upstairs.
I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up.
A little bit peckish. What
Have
you
a
got?
skeg at these.
And everything's soup. Well, at least you have more than the one across
should
the
do ya.
street does. There. Nothing else to look at. Okay.
Not long before we leave scouring places like this. Part of me will miss it.
I will
I
now.
still hate having to do this.
It is our chance to start over. And I will gladly do so.
It's your birthday. How about the flophouse?
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamy-jigs?
What's a steel watch? I trust them about as far as I can throw them.
Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? Ah, it's no good, I tell you.
That was a bad impersonation of that. Oh, hey, there's a ladder up.
Lingered long enough. We should return to the
Bathroom. I wonder why these two got a sunlight hypersensitivity.
They can turn into mist now. I'm not the only one with new tricks.
Huh. Oops. I wonder whose that was. Possibly, Little Lathander? Well, guess we're getting a visit at camp. Why is there a room behind this wardrobe? It's just over there. Take that. Vision of flying. Staria.
Keep your distance, darling. Easy.
25. Okay, try it without. Perfect. It is a much better start for this than I had last time.
Blood. Shapeshifter's key unlocked the door.
Oh.
Interesting.
Those.
Blood's near the bed.
Two hands now, two hands, two of them more needed, not enough. Must cover myself in glory to be covered in blood more. In the sack.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
What about the chain? Why is this a +1 to a Starian? Rude.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
These ghastly bottles. Bloodstained note, eh? Oh, that was the one I read.
With haste.
Bone toxin, the little. I want to say. Take that. Why not?
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Logan's name is written here too.
Was feeling
no traps,
a
please.
part of Interesting. Messy splatters of deep red brown adorn the scrap parchment. Those wishing to face the Dread Lord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the killing. Walk in blood aspirant. Duke Belaine Stelmane, Elfstone Tavern, Lower City, killed. Father Logan, Openhead Temple, Rivington, killed. Dribbles Clown, Circus of the Last Days, Rivington, killed. Alexander Rainforest, office near the Counting House, Lower City, killed. Frank Peartree, abode near Falgear's Fireworks, Lower City, killed. Cora Highbury, large home near Boulder's Mouth Gazette, Lower City. Figaro Pennygood, Facemaker's Fashion, Lower City. Chief Provia, Elson Tavern, that's Chef, Lower City. Nashil Leisha, Blushing Mermaid, Lower City. Vari Van Thumper Villa, and Friedrich Hume House. The letter is torn and stained, and some of the words are indecipherable. Take the blinkist, find the and make the offerings in his name. Bring their hands to the truth. Prove your words become of the highest accord. Interesting. Nothing out there but a balcony, so...
Seems simple enough.
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different.
Alright, they have things to say about
whatever it
Mizora
is she comes
saying
to
she was
offer,
going to
whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it.
Okay, well, that's information that I didn't have last time. I wonder if I go like that.
Also has
Yeah, nah, they're gone. Okay. Sort of hoping the fledglings would come back, but no fledglings, thralls. Okay, well, gone in one.
You've quite the appetite, Halsin. I'd wager you've bedded more of your foes than you've felt.
A challenging sum. The Chimera has 3 heads. But does it still count as one?
Rationing! We can't leave anything to chance.
Must have been a challenging kill.
Kill. Yes.
Halsin,
Sharess's caress isn't just
you're a freak.
about wetting your whistle. There's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. The pleasure isn't just...
Another drow for my feasting eyes. In darkness bred, yet no less delicious for it. Elegant, decadent, and oh so...
Oops. Accident.
Oh, your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Spot on, that sounds delightful. Not my first choice, but I wouldn't say no. You're way off, I'm afraid. Going on to talk about this, you misjudged me terribly. She'll need 3 costume changes minimum. My sole desire is to dominate the world. I know it's the bard option, but...
Of course you wouldn't. Who can resist the pleasure of the strap once leather meets flesh? It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for
Why does
another.
that name sound
Choose
so
your
familiar?
sin.
Will this stern librarian of yours be back tomorrow?
Sweeting. I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing.
And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind.
You have trail escorts on hand? That sounds tempting.
Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
For companionship?
Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience.
Give you a name.
Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Let's just say, let me find Fiona for you.
To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fion's pleasure room, Elminster's library.
Right.
Here, take the key.
Oh, I already have a key.
It will when you've met the drow.
Continue dancing.
You know what, let's see what that is. I don't think I actually made it to Fion's room.
I don't think this kind
Who's the stairs again?
is quite to his taste. My good man, every substance.
So... Right. Right again, I guess. Do I want to read this? This comedy of errors centers around the butler, Vincent Respington, who, though he is a silly dragonborn with stiff manners and a generally baffled attitude to the goings of the fine, fair ladies and their gentlemen, ends up going arse over tea kettle into extremely erotic situations with the local nobility. Needless to say, he's unprepared for it. There's a particularly good sequence in which Vincent, a 7-foot-tall dragonborn, must pretend to be a shy little gnome named Missy Whippersnatch during a banquet. Guffaw, sneer, hee-hee, ho-hum, etc. Rightio. Anyone caught pleasuring themselves in the library will be tethered to the bookcase of chained books. Any wizards caught examining the special collection without express permission will be commanded to read aloud to the whole library the passage they were enjoying. Anyone breaking the silence of the library will be promptly gagged. Now look. The Quattrasune. An excerpt from the Quattrasune, a guide to sexuality, eroticism, and emotional fulfillment. Detailed diagrams accompany every page. On your journey to sexual alignment, treat every passionate encounter as a dance. Your movements should flow from one to another, like a river through the mountains. For instance, it would likely be uncomfortable for you and your partner, or partners, to move immediately from the bugbear bed into the underdark choke. Instead, after strenuous positions, gentler ones such as threading the weave or transitive plane are encouraged. It It is also important to treat your partner's care post-encounter as the final step to this dance. Recipes of scented oils for exhausted muscles, tea blends for sore throats, and massage tips can be found in later chapters. This pamphlet is a transcript of an increasingly feral debate between two admirers on whether the color of Drut's Thonder's eyes color is aquamarine, cerulean, vermilion, or amber. Those are very different. Aquamarine and cerulean, yeah, that's fine. They're both blue. Vermilions are red and ambers are yellow. Any comment for me sitting in this? No? Okay. It's closed. Oops, where'd they go? More scrolls. Yoshimo is willing. A revisionist sensation novella with a blurb. In this alternate history sex adventure, the one and only Yoshimo does not betray the Bowl spawn. In fact, he does almost anything the Bowl for asks for, very readily. Overlapping lines. This publication describes itself in the introduction. A semi-annual magazine of drawings and tales telling stories of famed heroes of Baldur's Gate by their admirers, open to submissions from the public. I can't see any way that could go wrong. Silver. Why is there a dog collar? Doesn't seem like it fits in with this. He's getting worse. The whispers, the night terrors, the blood. I know he's hiding something, and the others in the flophouse know it too. I've seen how they look at him, how they look at me. They're scared of him. I can't blame them. I am too. I guess that's meant to lead you to the flophouse. Actually, go at the other side. Because I noticed a ladder. Because there was one room I didn't know how to get into. Not this one's Raphael. Why don't you go down there? Clubhouse. Oh. May have been one of these ones. I think it was actually the druid's room. Because that's locked.
Give me strength.
No, not that way.
I won't let anything
What were you thinking?
Yes, this is where I was wanting to go.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Which means we're getting a real.
things have stayed interesting.
Why is that even further?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Well, that didn't really work. I thought this was going to be unlocked. If that's the case, then let's just jump back down.
At what age do you think it is right to set a child upon mortal combat?
The moment it... Your pleasure is mine, sweeting.
I found her corpse. She's...
Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her.
One's dead, and you're more concerned about money. Sure, you can spare a little something for me at least.
Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
Fair enough. No other matters, okay.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
This is the first time we've actually seen her.
Something's off about
interacted
this one.
with her.
On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventure.
Because this is the one that I noticed poof
You
away.
put me out of pocket, you know.
A couple.
Raphael
streams
bet me
ago.
5
Was it last
soul
stream
coins you'd
when we
reach
were
the
looking
city in one
around
piece.
the monastery?
He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
Or was that the one before? Who are you exactly?
I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Very well.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye.
What's the story with the place? New brew sounds potent. I'll give it a try.
Sharess
Sorry.
Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way.
Fair enough. Your new brew sounds potent. I'll give it a try.
Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet.
What's funny is, why does Chihira and Will disapprove of this?
Damn. The gal knows what she wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
Yeah, she's only got other alcohol.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste?
I'll give the same reasoning as to why I chose the option that I gave in the last one. I actually dated, well, not really dated, had somewhat of a relationship with someone who was a manager at a brothel. So I know the amount of security they'd have, and if he decides to do anything, and I'm like, I'll let it play out, step in if he gets handsy. So just
What'd you
watch
say,
silently.
doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon.
There's also the fact that you could
setting
already
my
tell she was
phoenix
playing to
nest
him
aflame.
from that first dialogue.
I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
See, she played him.
I promise, you do not want to know.
Yeah, he can't speak. It's a cat. Here.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering.
Why should I? Your eyes are two baleful jewels that strike fear into the most complacent of rats. Your paws are fit to overturn only the daintiest crystalware. Your glorious tail can trip an unsuspecting servant with the grace of an empress.
Sometimes a lady has to make her presence known. Delicately, of course. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved.
You know, I think there's another cat you might quite like. What's this shady pair over there whispering
Can't
about?
you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink.
Not to say that unwashed sounds like someone who would frequent a place like this, but it's not uncommon. Do I want to know about who's through the fancy curtains?
The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me.
Yeah, his presence offends me too.
Fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
Thank you for your information. Tonight at Jurassic
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells.
He is spooked.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers
I
is the
didn't
head of the
succeed that
guild,
last
a
time.
criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
About Nine Fingers, I've got business with her, listening to the conversation. I'll go with what I did last time. Perfect.
rats with the guild now. Heard Nine Fingers met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs?
Sounds like interesting business. Let's take part. Read the dwarf's mind. And your own private matters in a brothel.
She's got you there, Spoon.
Don't matter. This discussion doesn't concern you, so why don't you make tracks?
Sounds like an interesting business I'd like to be part of. Nice.
Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now
Hate
scrap!
the Underduke.
The chat's officially closed.
Okay. Going down here into the kitchen.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type.
Not looking for service, thank you. I can do better than you anyway. Of course, Astarion would say.
Oh, thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom.
Got any food gun spare?
I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it.
Yeah, see what I mean by the one across the road had a lot
Now
more
get
than
out from under my feet, would
this
you?
guy. So, I'm going to go over here.
The cucumbers have been taken from the pantry. Oh, you'd better have a good reason for tearing me away from my prep station.
I do. It's to distract you.
Moving.
Please, just make the drinks. I'm not telling you about Raphael's sex life.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells. Treasure isn't just we must have brought so many to their
I promise, you do not want to know.
Interesting. What's down here?
At the ready.
Will you tell Saul that slaves are not enough of these?
Straight to the heart with that one.
Something's on my mind.
Halt, oppressor! I am reclaiming the victuals in this basement for the good of ratkind.
I'm not an oppressor. How is any of this yours? I'm also here to do that.
Are you not? Well, you aren't one of us. You lot hoard your delectable riches while my brothers and sisters starve.
I want you and your family to starve. Take what you need with you. Food should be shared and enjoyed, not hidden away. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. What good is displaying such morsels and not eating them? Food is for eating, friend.
Fair enough. Is there anything actually down here? No. Yeah, up we go.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells. We must have brought so
Citizens. She's really interested in Raphael.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick.
I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
I'm just here to drink. Afraid so. I found new evidence. She asked me to find Logan's real killer.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Father Logan's murder is just one part of a bigger plot of Ballpark.
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
Target list you found. Ball's letting his children out to play, his acolytes are running red and rampant, recruiting initiates to his cult, committing murders until they receive an invite.
Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern.
Interesting.
Show her the list, and I'll
Possibly
stay and
should have gone
inform Fist here.
a different way, because
and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
what I did last time was talk about the shapeshifters, talk about the murder weapon,
Well,
and then
what are
she
you
was like,
waiting for?
find real
You've a
evidence.
bloody
So
conspiracy to solve. Move.
probably should have gone with those to begin with, but the holder of this pass is to be permitted with access to lower city. Really, that's all we need? Okay. Where'd she go? Wait. Is that someone I can... No.
Oh, the
Where
person
did
with
she
you.
go?
They enjoyed it.
Still can't get into the druid's room.
Let's see.
Nymph's Grotto.
Elminster's library.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Seems the opposite of a library, but okay.
Devil's Den.
It's down this path.
Even if you had... Watch your back.
I don't know this one.
Skeleton King.
I didn't see this door last time.
Mind, never quiet. Never wanted the easy path.
If you had any bargaining chips, they've all rather floated off into the astral plane.
I will pay any toll, serve any foul wind.
This is the Drought
Is
Winds
there
room, isn't
anything duller than a poet dog? I much prefer a cat.
Open up.
Off the bed, Will. I will say that I don't think the Druid's Grotto was a red lock, so could pick our way in. Right, yeah.
Don't touch me.
Well, I'll speak to Raphael first.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. Dream in red.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes.
I love how
Give you
just getting
anything
close
you
to him.
ask.
There is
music
only
changes.
one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
That's an issue.
Magir.
We have
The devil holds
Astarion
the key to
instead
freeing
of
the Gith
Gale
people.
this time.
Right here, right now. You could seal our
Because
fate.
Gale had something interesting to say.
Whatever you
so-
discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
I am going to choose the same dialogues I did last time.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear.
I know, we got
It's
Gale again.
Unsettling.
Did you just cue me at the tadpole with a click of your fingers?
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy.
Ah, you're one of
The
those.
Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Trust the Illithid more than I trust you, then speak freely why you brought me here. But when we first met, you promised me a cure. This isn't a cure. Let's get to that creature. No one Bal himself. Speak freely.
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you.
He
And
sure
everyone
does
else in
speak a
this
lot.
city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
The Astral Prism?
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
Maisel, you're not the leader of this party. Go on.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Perfect, give it to me. Sounds too good to be true.
Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem.
Very convenient. You have exactly what I need.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
What are you hoping to get out of this? I suppose you want my soul in exchange for the hammer. Tell me what you want, I'm not bargaining you. What are you hoping to get out of this?
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Girl, you just saying that because you want the crown? Tempted, but tell me why you're so eager to get the crown. What exactly is the crown? I'd be insane to give such a powerful artifact to a devil.
Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul.
Exactly is the crown?
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
What do you think you'd make devil? What makes you think you'd succeed using the crown when Carsus couldn't? Why didn't you take the crown then there?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart.
Why didn't you take it?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so.
Oh, only a
Then
decade?
I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
Must really annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't. How'd they come to have the crown?
Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells. Deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
So convenient that you were extremely against making a deal with him earlier, but now that it benefits you, agree to the deal. No, I'd rather destroy the crown than risk it falling into the wrong hands again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
I mean, it's removed from the world if it's destroyed, so... I'm leaving. Wasn't there a middle-of-the-road option?
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting.
I swear there was
right
a middle
up
of the
to
road
the
option.
moment the world ends.
No, that's the dialogue I got. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling you'd have something to say about that.
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
Yeah, we'll just go flipped.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why?
Because we don't need to deal, we can take the hammer from the House of Hope. We don't trust the devil, the hammer would be worth it. Not about to let Raphael become Archdevil Supreme.
I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope.
This way we get
We'll
what
take
you
the
want
Orphic hammer
without
and
giving
use it
Raphael
to
what
smash
he
the true
wants.
heirs' bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Is he still in there? I don't know. Let's have...
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
I know I was worried, I'm just glad to have you back.
Me too. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was?
God damn it. I was hoping to play coy, like, not openly deceive, but, like, a mission? But with it straight up be, it was Raphael or the Elder Brain, because even that, pretend to be clueless, like, is a lie, so...
Raphael? Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you?
He offered me a deal. He wants to crown this in the brain.
Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
Doesn't matter, I said no.
I am glad you had the sense to turn him down. But it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you?
One of the crown the brain was wearing and offered me a means to free Orpheus. Between me and the devil.
An horrendous deal.
An
Imagine
horrendous?
the crown of sufficient power to dominate an Elder Brain atop a devil's head. You would be trading one apocalyptic event for another. Thank you for telling me. And for rejecting him. And now, we must be doubly on our guard. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Okay.
The librarian does this thing with her. What a day. On her falls and.
Hey, Saren, go open that door. Oops.
It's such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Charesse is a.
You don't It's never a dull moment. Just have to keep going.
I mean, to try.
Charesse's caress isn't just.
More for me.
Bit of sword.
Forget your work. These four walls are our world.
Sorry, I've just felt so distracted recently. Such fog coursing through my brain.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
No, I thought there was something that happened in here. Like prior to our arrival.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Hello.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
Unsafe, get out of here. Looks fun, mind if I join you? Where do you think I am?
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Prepare. Behold.
head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Interesting. I thought this happened before we got here.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Oh, hey, it actually did my attack properly.
Where do I go from here?
Never mind.
Gods, it's hot in here. Boom!
Onward.
That does a lot of damage.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
I'm gonna kill you, and you're musing on its beauty. You client's dead. I thought you'd be more upset. One word, yuck.
Who? Oh, yes. Jara. I will miss her coin, it's true. Though perhaps this is not what you meant. Free your mind of her. Let us look forward, never back.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat.
Interesting. Actually, I want to look into what that is. After saving her from a client turned squid in Act 3, talking to her and passing an inside check provides a knife buff. Okay. Well, then, I'm glad you're safe.
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful.
Nice. I'm just gonna look in here.
Don't waste a step.
Well, that's not entirely what I expected to happen, but as I said, I thought that happened before we got in there and we found the Dryad dead.
Let them see you taking charge of your 15 noses.
Where's Voss? There's Voss.
Just make the drinks. Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
Free Orpheus at first chance. Find another way to liberate Orpheus.
I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Iztik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand.
Orpheus sends the tadpole before and his guards attacked. Only attack if we free him.
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
Here's where you might keep
A
it.
devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for
So that's
himself,
yet
a
another,
lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
mythology thing that's
The House
tied
of
to the
Hope.
House of this.
We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say?
I have noticed that there's a
ask for
lot
name
of
more fitting. Every
mixed
house has an entrance
inspiration
stick, even those in the Hells.
to the
You
lore of
must
the
find
Forgotten
it.
Realms.
You are wasting your time and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Because, I mean, it's not only the Hells and that. Because there's also Selune,
You paid Raphael. Come here.
because
I'm
which
not
is
going to
a
start
mix of
an
Selune
argument.
and Luna,
I just want to
which
know
is
why you
the
turned
Greek
the boss down.
and Roman Titans of the Moon. Doesn't matter why. Did he tell you to try and win me over with your charms?
Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city.
Exactly as you do for him. I doubt that. There are plenty of good people here.
Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal.
You're mortal?
And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been.
Why make demands of me instead of just helping? Stop the brain without his help.
He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due.
I don't believe the devil cares about the fate of the world.
I won't pretend he's an altruist. But he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients.
I'm not convinced. I'll stop him without his help.
I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
What is her deal? Also, I realized we never went in here. There are the Drows. Arthur
Nine
Gregoria.
hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
That human boy insisting on playing his acoustic lute version of High House of Wonders again.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
Anything in here? I'll take that. Get off the stage.
You can stare as much as you like.
Thank you.
A scant few customers today. A new face. Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask.
and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
How does a trail end up in a place like this? What kind of service does a trail in the city provide exactly?
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers crave the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
No wonder, look at us, we're immaculate. Are you sure this is where you want it to be? As long as you're here in your own free will.
Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
Really, if you're truly pleased with your work here, I can't judge you. I'm glad you found a place you There we go, there's the USB hub. I think I may... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Wait for that, and then go with that one. That should have fixed it. I think I may actually try something. The fuck? Why is that on my screen? Don't know why that was there. I really don't know why that was there, because that was a specific window capture. Okay, that's weird. What was I? Video. We're actually going to try and turn this down a little. Turn that down a little. I think that may be what's causing a overflow of power. Glad you found a place you feel safe. Maybe we'd like to share with you then.
Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
Hey, I got another drow here with me as
Mesobaranzan
well.
love magic, a formidable practice, usually only reserved for pleasing the most insatiable matriarchs in the city of spiders.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
Which partner are they choosing? Mesobaranzan love trick. But you are a soldering drow. Why are you fooling your customers?
Darling, we are not fooling anyone. Unless you pay me to make a fool of you. You'll just have to see what is in store.
Hang on, they've got red eyes. I thought... That's not soldering, that's wolfswarm.
Well, there are two of us, aren't there?
Does she have red eyes?
Use
No.
your imagination.
There's an idea. If you're comfortable
Hey,
sharing.
Shadowheart. Nice.
So am I.
Charming.
There must be a sprinkling shower of gold first. Coin.
Yes, better choice of words. Yeah, sure. We've done every other scene, so...
Let's go. This is thrilling.
The unfortunate thing is we didn't get to bring Halson along.
I want to give it a good rumple.
I should actually try to speak to Shadowheart.
Did you want something? If not, I'm...
Okay. I was wondering if she had anything to say about this.
Two maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next day.
Yeah, there's a second. I'll Please don't tell me Lae'zel's broken as well now. Hey, I was right about this being the Drow room. Yeah, don't mind why your door's already open. I think we want to go like that.
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid for sex.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Everyone else. Out.
Battle. Repositioning. Still in control. Just.
There we go.
Quite the merry little party we have assembled here. Shall we?
Remember a quick prayer under your breath that this doesn't break into a brawl. Okay.
I hope you're not afraid of the dark, my darling. I must snuff out the lights before we begin. It's all part of the experience. The room is bathed in total darkness, so there is nothing to distract from your ecstasy.
And also so the siblings don't have to see each other.
The lady, Nim, moves your hand to where the clasps of her blouse lie.
You know, I had a dream just like this once.
I'm surprised you needed the two of us for this to happen, but I am so glad it has.
Oh, Empyrean High Priestess, let us worship at your altar.
The Drow siblings fall to their knees in mock prayer towards Shadowheart, lavishing caresses over her thighs.
Empress of my desires, you shall be revered on this eve. Thought you didn't lead a religious order, should I? We have shown now you have worshippers on your own. You must be pleased. One or three? I want to see the dialogue for both. So
I'd be more pleased if you joined them.
The night skips on, filled with fantasies Shadowheart seemed all too primed to suggest.
of course she was. Hey, I still have my loot. Why do I still have my loot? Don't know. Yes, I know, that's what I just did.
Oh, Empyrean High Priest.
The Drow siblings fall to their knees in mock prayer towards...
I could get used to this.
The night skips on, filled with
Okay, so it was just the different dialogue.
Give me a moment, for pity's sake. You've exhausted me already.
That's why I was talking to the
We
sister.
recover quickly, but not that quickly.
Since when did I have a pink thing on? Anything else I should know at this point?
Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm. In the city's chaos, with Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls.
Since when was I wearing a pink thing? Okay. It's not bad. That's not bad either. I actually like the touch of color there. Okay.
They've
Let's get on with it.
Shut up, put your clothes back on. Actually, maybe we go with, give her the black one. That's more of a Jahira thing. Okay.
Slow down.
Let's see what we have here.
Take it
All's
deep.
well that ends.
Breath.
Not as bad as it could have.
Maybe
Oh,
it'll bring us
does anyone
closer.
have anything to say about what's just happened?
Hey.
Nope. Cool. I'll get my armor back. Ah.
A long way to go still.
Everyone group back up.
Onward. Ever onward.
So that's everything in Sharessa's done. Except for that, so now we'll move down the path. Just have it auto run that way down there. Why'd you make us go through the...
If the Absolute's armies lay siege, they won't be a stupid list. We have to be prepared.
Whatever we need, we can get in Graham's Crossing. Every substance has been tried and tested by
What does it feel like?
The fuck just happened there?
Oh, honey, we should stock up.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey.
But I love honey. I
Is
love
that
honey.
blood? No, never mind. Already feeling better.
Fuck off.
I can't help if... I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely, as luck would have it, we'll soon find... You'll have...
One day, I'll
Use a
catch a break.
fuck what you have to say, Gale. Especially when it's repeated over and over again. I would very much like to know why Shadowheart decided to do that.
For you, I'd recommend.
Oh, hey, you made your way back, did you?
I heard a curious sound in the night.
Wonder where this blood
What
came
would you
from.
know about that, Shadowheart?
Lady Shah permits me to plead ignorance.
I sense.
I ask not of Lady Shah, but of you and your paramour.
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. Perhaps a cat pounced on its prey.
Okay.
If your mighty Mars needs
Maybe if you have issues with it, find another place to put your bed.
Darling, it's very leather-like.
set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents.
Wouldn't mind a dancing acts of my own.
Movement
A hero is nothing without the right equipment. See Danthelon's dancing axe for all your adventuring needs.
Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
You can turn off the charm, Entharl. She's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
Safe house, it doesn't look like one. Pleased to meet you, Harper and Thor. Do Harpers ever just stop and say hello?
Ha! Clearly you do not know our Harper Most High.
I wouldn't say that. We've traveled a long road together in a short time. The others will be taking their ease here. Entharl has been known to shelter Harpers when they need it.
Entarl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today.
Okay.
Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
So, where's... I'm guessing that one.
Here we go.
Okay, down we go.
You are not Jahira.
You are very observant.
I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Saluna's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketherick out in the Shadowlands, no?
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Saluna's tears as some kind of code.
Sure. I passed the check, I may as well. That's not a 12. That's still not a 12. Still not a 12. We got one more. Or was it 2? There we go.
Stare at me. Study me. This Harper's face bores me. Perhaps I'll steal yours next.
And you are...
Do you know? I took her face, but she died before I could get her name. I wonder what Orin plans to do with your face.
So we're gonna protect him. So hopefully that doesn't hit the one up. Or can I hit the one up?
Father, are you watching?
For the fallen.
Pretty sure you can reach that distance.
Not pinned down just yet.
Do I want to shoot that guy down or... Yeah, sure. Shoot him down. Ooh, double crit.
More
Yeah, probably best for you to do that, mate. Huh.
Jimmy on the go.
want to... How do I throw? Throw that at... Didn't do bad damage. Missed and it still did 8. Dumbass.
There's blood in the air. On the way.
18, 11, 21.
We shall prevail.
Why do you keep trying to jump down?
I cannot falter.
No holding back. Coming through.
Oops. 13. And we'll send one into there as well.
Mistra Rill.
How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mother's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
Can't slow down.
Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Baalists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
He's right, Geraldus. You did your part. Go live your life. You're acting like this is his fault. It's yours. Now for the Harper's dramatics. What do you do now? I mean, he's shown very dedicated that he wants to be a Harper. Like, that is what he's wants to do. Even through all this, he was scared shitless, and yet he still tried to do a Harper thing.
I want to fight. For Kelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind that Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
What haven't you been telling us? You won't have to wear those Harper smiles any longer. Oren has given Kill the crone, but not before you tell her how her little soldiers died. Preserve some hair or simply if you can. The Chosen would like to string a harp of her own. A little graphic.
What's inside?
Okay, Jaheira.
Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves.
This are isolated. This is exactly what Oren wanted. So what's next? Who is this Rashomon you had hoped your Harper's searching for?
A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Your ruined brain lurches and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
Fought against Baal with you, and I fear Baal dearly. Spawn Hunter and Baal Spawn. My mind is muddled, as you know, but the name smells something. Travels with you back in the old days. Minsk the Mad Rashomon? He's a legend.
Whatever blow to the head has addled your thoughts. Take comfort. You and Minsk have that in common. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
And I suspect there's more to the story than that.
There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
And here you are, you made the right choice. Don't second guess yourself. It's a cruel choice to have to make. It's lucky they killed him then and there.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, Eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be minced either.
You tell me this now. Am I one of the softly chosen? We can try.
As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path.
I know where he is.
I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
I'll take those. Should have probably disconnected from the group, but surveillance. The city's harpers appear to operate independently, each separate cell feeding into a ranking member who oversees the larger network. It's an effective method distributing their efforts and ensuring that each unit is safeguarded against the infiltration of the other. But once already compromised, the structure is its greatest weakness, with no individual harper being able to tell where the contamination began and how far it has spread. And so while they scramble to rebuild themselves, we carry on with the chosen. I wonder how Thing is going to feel about what happened underneath his shop.
You are not wearing armor.
I need a quick word. Sounds like you've left some buddies to bury. Plus side, Enthal pays overtime.
What? By the Morden Summits Curlies went on down there?
Negotiations.
Bloody vigorous, were they? Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by.
That's it. No more questions asked.
Plenty. But I'll bend Jahira's pointy old ears when all of this is done. She'll owe me a whole cask of drinks by then.
Fair enough. Choosing the Australian tradie way, eh? Get paid for in beer.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer. Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth.
Can't be bothered doing that.
Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no?
Glorious. Those are some heady top notes. Huh. Everyone seems to like me. Sense. I thought someone was burning Rothy's shit. What? What? They both get a +1 from everyone. Okay, we'll go with those some heady top notes.
Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir?
Establishment, you happier?
I must say I'm rather proud of it. The wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides.
What do you got in stock?
Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing.
Much of alchemical ingredients, invisibility, wizard's bane. Supreme Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. It's not bad. Alright, I'm good.
Be sure.
Anything else I can take?
What to do?
I really should hotkey the home button onto my mouse, because I've got Q and E to rotate. I've got space and I've got alt.
Calms Garms.
Wearing armor to make my mother and father.
I got it. Thanks. For the targeting modules. Of course. Let the man breathe. Put him up. Put him up.
What?
Yay! You spoke to me. Nobody ever talks to me. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter?
She actually find me, I'll tell you. Here's a tip to get you started. Let's talk more fighting. All your dreams to find out.
Sure. I'll just raise my fists and... it's no use. I can't do it. Guess old Narber's more of a talker than a fighter.
Let's talking more fighting.
Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No.
Why is he making me think of that cringy TikTok Deku voice?
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Garms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for?
Actually, it's a tagline to the X-Men. Haven't quite nailed the patter.
Ugh. If it's empty patter you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Garms has you covered.
Hey, your brother in danger. I found his name on Syracuse list. You don't get on with your brother.
You wouldn't either if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick. A killer? That's... gods. I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me. Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit.
Oh, this looks good. Oh, baby blue and gold, black and azure, black and furnace red. That's what I'm using. Black and jade green, black and summer green, blood plum, brown alabaster. Deep lilac, harlequin black and white, indigo, lavender, lemon, lime and lichen, mallow fruit, pale pink, pink and leaf green, sage green, white and scarlet. I thought you said you had good stuff. You can have my old clothes. Shadow Art's old clothes.
Remember, Calm's Garms, here for all your fashion needs.
Oh, the targeting modules. Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying. Did you see how far that watcher threw me? Must have been 10 legs.
Interesting. No real point of being up here.
a suit. Dinner with my parents.
Then back here, meter box, silver tray, scented letter,
Belt, perhaps.
bureau, years of new outfits, ankle scarves, oxbow ties, bucket hats could be fashionable. Oh, a staple in Australia. Displacer cloaks, hard to source outside of circus, face ruffs, two-person waistcoats.
Here goes nothing.
Book of events, dressmaking, fitting with materials like spare needles, edges and patterns. It is riddled with handwritten annotations, and most of the accoutrements have been removed. Letter from Figure. Dear sister, do take care not to tell your customers to return to facemakers. I don't want them confusing your horrendous designs for my own. Hope this finds you blessed. And the scented letter? A fancy letter with a light musky perfume. Dearest Carmen, the work samples in your last correspondence were most exceptionally well received. In particular, those fabulous straw hats were a hit. The League of Basket Makers and Wicket Workers thought the patterns and structures were fabulous, and the hat shapes themselves were not too far from their usual specifications. They requested some more samples post-haste, with more business to follow. Oh, happy day. Mistress Seymour, Order of Master Tailors, Glovers and Merkers, Waterdeep. Okay.
Could be.
That seems like a lot.
Wearing
What I wouldn't give to meet the
to meet
Goldie
my
who
mother and
invented the
father.
steel watch.
Cool. So we've now done all of Worm's Crossing. Now to enter the city proper. I hate when it does that. Really? There we go.
Nation with the beach is but a conspiracy for prudes to leer at each other unquestioned.
I'm not being paid to like it. If I were you,
Why does anyone bother wearing swim garments at all?
steel watches. I'm not inclined to bother myself, but I suppose it keeps the city watch at bay. Some act as though displaying bare flesh is a more heinous crime than murder and robbery.
You know what? I think we're gonna go deal with Gortash. No, we're gonna do the Foundry first. Gonna do the Foundry, then deal with Gortash, then who are you?
No distractions, please.
Okay. Yeah. Can't go in there. To the lower city it is, I guess. Why does that count as a different region? Yes, the Worms Crossing map and the
Ah! Thank you for the lift, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta!
Alright, I forgot we had that.
Must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Duke.
Shapeshifter's boomerang. While shapeshifting or disguising yourself,
Failure to try will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You having a chuffy laugh?
Hmm.
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here.
I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to camp. Because we've got 2 long rest events lined up. hell is everyone?
Moving ahead. A private word would be nice.
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
You have anything to say?
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world.
Are you alright? Come on, focus yourself, we've got work to do. Paint a picture, it'll last longer. Looks a little gaudy if you ask me. It'll be grey all day.
Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
Still deflecting a little. Why is everyone so spread out?
I made it back. I'm here. Thank the gods. Thank the gods.
In here. Church, okay. Do Aelin and Isabel have anything to say about being in the city? Have you thought about it anymore?
I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
The guild you throw you blown in with thieves? Think a Harper would be friends with a petty crime lord?
Friend is not the word I'd use. Nor is petty if you've a mind to keep your tongue. But both our operations step outside the law when needful. She just likes it better there. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Okay. I don't think they've got anything to say, but just in case.
Keeping very well, I hope.
Come to bask in the glow of the moon.
That's what I thought.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously ordinary.
What's going on the ground? It's waiting for us there.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
Yep. What's your thoughts on the city?
Murder, oppression, conspiracies. This city has its charms, after all.
I feel I haven't heard you speak in ages. It's an impressive place, there's danger. Your idea of charming is very different than mine.
My mother visited during one of her grand tours of the surface world. She claimed the streets were almost as varied and full of danger as those in Durge. I never believed her until now.
Not gonna lie, that sounds German. I'm curious what your thoughts on Raphael's kill. Or do you favor an alliance with Gortash?
He is the only authority figure in Baldur's Gate worth a damn. Even as the Elder Brain tears at the foundations of the city, he stands strong and looks for solutions. Better for us to be a solution rather than a problem for his steel watch to scrape off the street. It would be wise to return to him and pledge an oath of allegiance before he declares us enemies of the peace.
Curious what your thoughts regarding
I do
Teal.
not want a devil to hold my fate in his hands any more than a god. Devil from our minds and trust in ourselves. If anyone should have the power of the crown, it should be us.
So, it turns out that it was not the quality of the game. Yeah, there we go. Okay, guess we can turn this back up to I go like this and just reset. Oh, we'll just do that.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
What news from the Grove? Don't downplay your achievements. Shadow Coast would still hold sway if not for you.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions.
USB
finding balance
only
where
happens
none
during
seems
Baldur's Gate.
possible. Day after day, I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader.
Served the Grove well and found a worthy successor. None can ask for more. Grove aside, I'm glad you stayed with me. You can resume your position at the Grove once we defeat the Absolute. Not everyone is meant for leadership. There's no shame in walking away. And may as well get
As am I. I can scarcely imagine life without your company now. And, of course, I made a promise to help you. One I intend to fulfill. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Yeah, Shadow Hardenwell.
Welcome to the Lower City, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
Really? That's all he has to say about that?
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home.
Glad to be back, I take it? Better than hating a place without remembering why.
I suppose I am. Though, the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us.
Okay. A whole bunch of nothing down there, so... Up here, I guess? Cool. And that's just how we circle back. Where's Witherson? Did I just miss him or... I swear they just came up with... Down. Oh, fuck. Down. I don't think he's meant to be
Nothing
down.
hurts anymore. I'll give it a shot.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
So what are you up to? Please, introduce me to your friends.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
I don't know what Infernal Karmas is, but the other is Infernal Contract.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
Then break it already. Will doesn't need to wait 6 months.
No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
What will happen to Will's power if he breaks the pact? Interesting. No matter what we choose, Will goes plus 10. Karlak has nothing to say if he chooses himself.
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Here's the thing. Apparently, Ravengard is down in, what is it? The Iron Throne? Not the Iron Throne. Whatever the underwater thing is. If you tell her to fuck off, then when you get down there, you free him, Zariel's goons show up, kill him. You can still get him out though. Why is there no let Will decide? Like, with Shadowheart, there's a let her decide. With Astarion, there's a let him decide. Lae'zel, there's a let her decide. I think of the other characters. Gale, I don't know his story, so I don't know. Karlach, again, I don't know, but I think there's a let her decide. What would Lilith do? What would Lilith do? I need to double check my if I was correct about that. Also, what happens if you go to the Gondian thing before having her show up? Oh, it is the Iron Throne. Okay, so it seems like if you go to the Iron Throne before Mizora shows up, Ravengard's dead in the throne. If you go to the Iron Throne after refusing or accepting Mizora's deal, then he's alive. It just depends on whether devils show up to try and kill him or not. I really don't know how to play this to character. I really don't see why this one would be a +10 with Will, let your father do. I really don't know. Okay, guess we're doing something I haven't done in a while. No, you know what? We're not going to say heads or tails, because that's me putting influence on what it is, and we know that the thing tends to automatically do what it already landed on. So let's say save or break. We bring this up. We've got save We got break. 50-50. Actually, there we go. We got 4 things to save, 4 things to break. Just made it so that it wasn't just flat, side by side, half and half. So, spin. The RNG has spoken. We break the contract.
You damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Yeah, there's no way we're going to be doing the Missouri scene. What if she's just walking around? Okay, what do you have to say? It better not be the same thing as always.
We must.
Okay.
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
What do you have to say
Time
about
and
what
again,
happened?
Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock.
Fair.
It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pact, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with nothing.
Could his thing with Mistra not technically be counted as her being a patron?
I figured it out. Exactly what I want to do with you.
Your wish is my command. Cliff diving, naked horse riding, dueling a troll. I'm not sure my orders.
I want to go on a date. A first date. No weapons, no monsters, no mysterious voices. Just you and me and dinner.
Please say yes.
I'd love to go out with you. What did you have in mind?
There's a little spot I know in town. Out of the way, but the view of the city is incredible. Say you'll go. My treat. Yes! Oh, amazing. Put on your least bloody tunic and meet me back here. Oh, I'm so excited!
I just need a little while to...
Don't keep me waiting too long.
Huh. Okay.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Force Will to make an impossible choice. Was not a child, you need to start treating him with respect. That's it then. Duke Ravengard's dead.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around to give him power? left Karlak alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed? Can you tell me about the Hells? You never told me how the Absolutists captured you.
The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
Can't wait to do it yourself.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
I mean, I only did it to save Will.
Ugh, you are an inquisitive one.
Yes,
I'd have thought you'd
because it
figured by
ignores you.
now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I'm afraid that's not an option. I'm quite stubborn, you see. Take a swing or a stab if you want, but I'll just slip away for a breather. One of the perks of being a half-devil, of course. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over.
No, you haven't.
I tell you what. When the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Okay.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake.
I mean, considering
I'm
how
sure Will knows that.
upset he was with
But
Will
we would do well
becoming
to
a
remind him
thingo
when his days
in the
grow
first
dark.
place.
Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. But if Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily.
I mean, you're probably all for his decision.
The devil Mizora's made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
Oh, I'm already on that. Interesting.
Patricide is often the first step toward greatness. But I hope Will does not regret sacrificing his infernal powers.
Interesting that they both have an exclamation.
Will sacrificed his own father. A hard choice, but not one that is unknown in nature. At times, a seedling must strangle the
I
very
did
tree
have
that
another
bore it
night thing
if
on.
it's to survive.
I forget what it was, but we definitely triggered it.
Since we arrived in the city, I can't help but feel a little anxious. but I'm not sure I know why.
How can I help? Well, there's plenty to be anxious about.
I don't think it's what happens if we fail that concerns me. We'll be beyond our worries at that point. I think what bothers me is what happens if we succeed. I've never been able to write my own future. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Be a daunting prospect, just dream about what you'd like, start at the beginning, imagine it's the day after we defeat the Absolute, what then?
Well, I want to save my parents, of course. Take them away. Far from Shah's influence. Someplace peaceful. Away from the city, perhaps.
Go on, and what about me?
I'd like room for animals. Lots of
I think
them.
I want to change this to
All
perfect.
shapes and sizes, so long as they appreciate a warm fire and more affection than they know what to do with.
Then stop, what else?
I want to grow flowers. I want to be surrounded by colors every day. I'm tired of darkness.
Yes?
Yes. I want to share it all with you. If you're willing.
Of course I'm willing.
Then it sounds like I have everything I need. More of life than I'd ever imagined possible without Shah.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
A little late for remorse, you are your own man now, well, it's better the way. Fantastic power play with your father gone, you can run it. But you never regretted taking this back.
I didn't. I don't. My sacrifice kept Baldur's Gate safe from Tiamat's rage. But that doesn't mean that the leash never chafed. That I was content to lap up whatever nonsense Mizora fed me. The leash has been broken and my father left for dead. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. But today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Father's not yet dead yet, Will. Maybe there's a way we can save him.
I signed his life away before the Hell's Witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
What's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds.
I fully intend to try and
the
save
brain.
Okay, let's go back to Karlach. Where's she quest marker?
All set?
Ready when
I'm
you are.
buying, all right? Let it be said, let it be written, let it be done. Give me a beat to run ahead. I want to make sure everything's absolutely perfect. See you there. Hi. Hi. You made it. You look nice.
So do you. Don't I know it?
Thank you. Baldurian seafood stew. No, thank you. What do you think you'll have?
Rotho ribs sound good. Pumpkin stew sounds lovely. Now, if that was pumpkin soup, that'd be nice. Let's go with the Rotho ribs.
Just what I had in mind.
Huh?
2 of the Rothe ribs, please.
Rothe.
And 2 glasses of...
Beer, wine, tea, water. She's already said she doesn't like tea, so let's go with beer.
And 2 glasses of beer.
Not a man of many words, are you?
So, you're an adventurer, right?
This
How's
is a
that
little
going?
awkward. You've been by my side for a little bit, you know. More difficult than expected. The baddies around here are very bad. Pretty straightforward. Kill the monsters, save the townsfolk, bish bash bosh.
Bad-ish. Not trying to one-up the local villains, of course, but man, have I seen some shit. But hang on, this isn't first date talk. Tonight, I'm a mystery to you, and you're a mystery to me.
Sure, I can pretend I don't already love you. It's true, we ought to behave like we've only just met. Does mysteriousness suit me?
It's all I can do to keep my hands to myself anyway. We're terrible at this.
Alright, what should we do?
Ask me a question, maybe. A getting to know you type question.
Where'd you grow up? Tell me a secret. What's your greatest fear?
Right here in Baldur's Gate, more or less. My folks are long gone now, but they raised me in the outer city. Dad was a porter in town, Mum did laundry. Still think of her when I smell clean sheets. We were poorer than dirt, but my gods, we had fun. What about you?
It's very faint, but I think the foster family looked after me before I ended up in the Temple of Baal. Grew up in the Underdark, not for the faint of heart. Past a little like yours, no wonder we get along. Like... I mean, at a time we did.
That explains your grit, and your strength, and so many other things I love about you. Oh, hey, here comes our food.
That doesn't look like ribs.
Hey, Hank, I think we ordered the...
It's a bleeder.
worst guy I ever met. Anyway, how about a toast? Oh, shit!
We can use my...
May we live every day like it's our last.
Well, that's one way to share a
You never
drink.
know when your last will come. Oh, that was great. The food and the company.
What do you want to do now? Lovely having a normal evening amid the chaos.
You know what I want to do. I know I can't stay forever here with you. In fact, I feel like I don't have long left at all. We've been through so much, and the worst is yet to come. I have every reason to feel terrified, hopeless, like giving up. But to be here with you in the city I love, in this world that I love so much, it's all I could really ask for. You hear me? You're all I could ever ask for. I love you. And I know that whatever else this city will throw at us, we can handle it.
Well, those... I mean, that one's not as bad, but that one...
Come on. There's something I want to show you upstairs. I rented us a room for the whole night. Just the two of us. Alone. Finally.
After you.
Hope you like it.
I was about to say, is this the first Karlach scene? But then I remembered the blue flames. Shall we speak to her now?
Wanna play pretend? You and me. Let's imagine. I get to live 50 more years. We have a whole life ahead of us. What do we do?
Take you to the ruins of Lichtenstein, beautiful vaulted caverns. As my lifelong muse, my many masterworks will be about you. You can make a great mom. It look the same as it does now. Adventure fights all put together. Let's go with that one.
I haven't spent enough time in the Underdark. It's so beautiful. The colors, the creatures. I'd love for you to show me where you came from. Hear your stories. Meet your people. Damn it. I wish I had a longer road ahead of me. I want to walk it with you. I'm not really tough enough to face any of this, you know? I'm scared shitless. But there's a courage in me I never knew I had. I've always thought I was fearless. Never scared of a fight, of the future.
That's what it was.
But dying has taught me so much. There's no courage in fearlessness. There's courage in being fucking terrified, but still going forward. Still being grateful. Still trying. We're going to save this city. Together. It's going to be the last thing I do.
I'm with you, Karlach, every step of the way.
That's why I know we're going to win. Let's get busy with it. I've got the rest of my life ahead of me, and a lot to do before I go.
I love how all of them are rested camp. Sure, just gonna give her a quick whack every time I walk past. I don't expect the vampires to come. Who wants to speak to me?
I'm here for you. Always.
Okay. Great talk. Yeah, I didn't expect the vampires to come.
Get up. There's something you should see. Everything's fine. Trust me. Now come.
Is this the Gith egg? No, this is watching the sunrise.
I used to hate that sight. The glowing sky, the long shadows, the fading stars. I lived for the red of blood and the black of death. Now, I see the colors between. Look at the sun. What do you see?
Hope, life, and future worth fighting for. A flaming ball in the sky that provides heat and warmth. A new day means new battles.
Yes. And something else, too. Beauty. The dawn was my torment. Rustling leaves. Agony. I couldn't wait to escape this place. Now, I revel in it. I revel in you. You showed me the betweens and beyonds. Between war and peace. Beyond passion and obsession. Most importantly, you showed me freedom. There's more, but I don't know how to say it. I don't know what to call it. I just know. Whatever comes next, I want you near. When all this is over, will you stay with me? For good?
Everyone in the same night asking about the future. Waiting so long to hear those words, will stay with you come what may, one step at a time, but for now I'm not going anywhere. Not ready for commitment, I'm not sure. Jerk, I'm done with this.
Chaque Von Findu, source of my joy.
Please provide full inventory of any and all livestock before.
Why did we get kicked out of camp?
Smuggling or any other form of deceit will.
Okay, hey Willis. Dang it, Gale. If it's the crown, I'm leaving you at camp.
Must.
Okay, it's not the
My
full
time
thing.
is yours.
Good.
What do you need? With...
What can I do for you, my friend? Lead on.
Okay. I was gonna do another long rest, but we don't really have time for it, so I'll just collect the party and then that'll be the end of the stream.
Yes? As you wish.
Well, we got a bit done. Like, we did all the stuff before actually entering the
Is
city.
unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
I don't know, but I thought of you.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Always gotta pet the puppy. And we also have to pet the owl.
You smell very delicious, but I... Ooh, more.
Join the party.
You wish to consult me? Good. I do not like to stand idle.
Speak to me, lover. Then you'll have me.
Hey, can I annoy you more?
Come for a chat?
No, okay. Well, it wasn't even in my party and that happened.
I'm here for you, always. That's the spirit. I'm here for you, always.
Okay. That's where I'm gonna leave this one here. We got a lot done, and now we can begin the actual city stuff. I think first things first, we find the Iron Throne, then we gotta do the Foundry, Hazardors, the Sharon thing, House of Hope, explore the city, because we've gotta do all the, we gotta find Minsk in that, we gotta do all the bowl stuff, help Valeria, find the dungeon, like not the dungeon, the temple and all that. Then we gotta go back, kill Gortash, gotta go kill Orin. Still got quite a lot we have to do. I forgot about Lurorican and that, so yeah, we got a lot we have to do still. But that'll have to be in the future streams, because for now we're done with this episode. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one.